What's up guys, welcome back for another YgoPro duel video. A new level 4 dragon type was released yesterday, I believe. Starliege Dragon. The card you see here, it's a very interesting card. It has a couple of important effects for this particular deck, right? We have dangers, thunder, dragons, I guess. And then, well, there are some variations of this deck with more Crusadia, but again, all these variations, they resort to the same, or their goal is the same. For example, going first, and then, you know, using Yugioh once or twice, using the guard dragon engine, and with your board of your, what is it called, your red dragon archfiend, your negator, and then one or two colossus, and titanic galaxy as well. And if you have the option to go for your heretic link also to bounce an opponent's monster back to the hand, it's a ridiculous deck if you think about it. This deck equals multiple problems in today's format, right? There are a couple of engines here in this particular deck that you can say like, whatever, right? Anyway, this new card, the new level 4 dragon, has, I believe, two very important effects. The first effect lets you search, let's say, if you send either itself from your side of the field to the graveyard, or a level 4 dragon type from your hand to the graveyard, and I'm looking at ElectricMudkip, for example. That's the best target. You can search any level 4 dragon from your deck, so you're basically searching one of the Y Burstar or Collapse Serpent directly from your deck, and that's fantastic. Again, those cards are basically a one-card a guard dragon engine, and that's the first reason why I like this new Starliege card. The second reason is its graveyard effect, is that you can use both effects during the same turn. Again, no restriction. Its graveyard effect states that you can banish it from the graveyard to target a level 8 dark or light dragon, add it back to the hand from the graveyard. So let's say you can get back your Levianeer, for example, or your Chaos Emperor if you main deck that one, but the fact that you can get back your Levianeer basically for free equals shenanigans, and again, it gives you a follow-up play for next turn. If you happen to draw into Levianeer, or you know, you're able to search it, since this deck, I mean, you can search Eclipse Wyvern thanks to your guard dragon engine, etc, etc, right? This deck is a huge toolbox and gives you, if going first, this deck is very, very strong. You can definitely play around one hand trap, two might be too much, but let's face it, you can compare this deck with other decks. I'm looking at Orcust, I'm looking at Sky Strikers, you know, those decks. They can definitely play around at least one hand trap from the opponent. Again, some basic guard dragon plays, right, against Mermail, Atlanteans, again going first, but it's basically making the same plays, but some small variations to, you know, this new Starliege card. Very interesting card, again, giving this particular deck, or any Chaos Dragon, Thunder Dragon deck, a nice boost, right, even though it's with dangers. But that's how it is this new, every year, right, every format Konami gives us these new standard engines boosting up particular decks. I'm looking at Orcust, I'm looking at the dangers. I know some people don't like it. That's how it is, right? And as you know, I most of the time just prefer or try to make a deck as good as possible, but again, things go well together, right? It gives this particular deck the light and dark engine, it gives the deck the speed it needs to pump out those link monsters needed to support your fusion cards, and you have to, right, at some point. Anyway, go for Phoenix, well, he did well, right, but I can't negate infantry, so that was definitely a problem. But still, you know, the fact that Colossus is that huge beat stick that cannot be destroyed by card effects, so unless you banish something, but you know what I mean. Again, doesn't make sense how good that particular card is. It's fine, but again, you have the whole Thunder Dragon engine, and the support next to it makes it so ridiculous, right? Especially because of Yugioh, for example. Why is this card not hit? Again, doesn't make sense. Anyway, so going second this time, you can definitely go first. Go second, going first is of course more optimal. You can just spam your board, and thanks to, well, the deck is just so consistent. But again, the biggest weakness is of course hand traps. But which deck doesn't have that particular weakness, right? I'm currently running the Light of Sekka build. Not sure though. I've seen variations or I've seen builds main decking, at least not Light of Sekka, and I'm looking at the main deck Twin Twisters. I like that, especially going second against a deck like Orcust or Salamangreat. You might need those Twin Twisters to force out the or get rid of the back row from your opponent. So Allure of Darkness, maybe Gold Sark, you know, the standard spells, Monster Reborn, Gold Sark, Allure of Darkness, Foolish Burial, maybe. Anyway, so Levianeer was able to search it out thanks to Eclipse Wyvern, but again, yeah, no Call by the Grave in this particular deck, so I can't prevent the level 3 Orcus from being banished, and then that's still one of those very powerful 2-card interactions, Dinkraisu and Rusty Bardish, right? It's also one of those engines that eventually will get hit. If it's not on our next list, then definitely the list after that, right? Depending on the OCG, I guess. OCG will get their list very, well, not really soon, but again, they have a set rotation of 3 months. So I lose this one, I can't do anything, right? Again, going first against, same deck against Orcust, indeed. Again, a very solid hand, although opening double Eclipse. But again, having that new card at Starliege works fantastic with Eclipse. Just get it out of your hand, send it to the graveyard, and then, yeah, you can just search your Eclipse, yeah, you can just search your Burstar or Collapse Serpent and get your Guard Dragon engine going. Again, reuses the same Eclipse you just banished, right? Getting back Levianeer or Emperor or whatever, just getting back extra or just getting extra dragons or extra monsters on the field, opening up a potential rank 8 Exceed play or that extra level, yeah, that 4th monster needed to abuse Sayuja to its fullest potential. Again, doesn't make sense that Sayuja is still at 3, right? Not hit, at least to 1, maybe banned, who knows, but yeah, it's just ridiculous, right? Especially the Monster Reborn effect as well, the special summon from hand as well. Again, Diablo's getting rid of 1 card from our opponent's hand. Yeah, whatever, right? Having the Red Dragon negation, having the Titanic Galaxy as an extra protection, no guard, no a Hieratic Link indeed, but that's all fine. Having Colossus again also on my side of the field is, yeah, this deck is very strong though, but again, it's quite strange that this particular deck, like Thunder Dragon, maybe Crusadia if the player wants Guard Dragon deck, it's not like that deck is winning multiple high top tier events. I'm looking at YCSs, for example. It's most of the time just Sky Strikers, right? Or maybe Salamangreats. Anyway, so again, going first, a couple of examples left. Again, the standard moves, right? Against Pendulums going first. Same good old staple plays, although this time having that Starliege as a backup, it will be useful in the next couple of moments. Thanks to Sayuja, again, getting it on the field for free, basically. Some Guard Dragon shenanigans, and okay, the Impermanence, I guess it's fine, it's not really that strong. Sayuja is the excellent follow-up here. If Sayuja was banned, it would have been a little bit different, but again, just replenish your hand for new draws, opening up 3 extra monster zones. What more do you need? Going for Colossus, another Sayuja, getting the extra special summon here for the Dark Thunder Dragon. Make my Diablos live, or should make it live here. Indeed, got it back thanks to the Eclipse, and now I can special summon. You know the deal, right? Leave your opponent with a discard of 2, basically in Delinquent Duo during my turn, and then standard dragon, Thunder Dragon plays, right? Ending with multiple negations. The Colossus prevents searches, Titanic Galaxy again, those extra spell negation if needed. Against Pendulums, definitely solid. And of course, the Hieratic Link as well. Bounce back something. The deck is very strong, but again, consistency might be an issue, of course. And hand traps, of course. Last example, against Paleo, it's a cool deck, but it struggles, I guess, with consistency. And the first turn Toad is fine, but I mean, decks in today's format, they can just play around the one-off Toad negation, and they need a very strong backup. Maybe hand traps, but in this case, no hand traps, of course, a lot of traps. And, well, like a Twin Twister or a well-timed Twin Twister after a bait-outed Toad can seal you, at least can seal a deal against the Paleo player, right? So the Phoenix forcing out one of the back rows, special summon at level 7. Level 8 might have been better, potentially opening up a rank 8 Exceed play. But thanks to the Nightmares, I can force out and, you know, arranging the chain links as well. I can force out the Toad, drop some extra big beat sticks on my side of the field. Again, fearing the Mirror Force or one of the Mirror Forces, I guess. either Storming or Drowning Mirror Force. That's why I special summon the Colossus, the second Colossus in defense. Again, he needs to force out those traps, but I think, well, not really sure, he's probably not playing Borreload, I guess, due to the Marine Cess taking up a lot of extra deck space. Not sure if it's running Boral Sword. Probably should have gone for Boral Sword, but again, doesn't really matter, right? Imperial Order does nothing against this deck. Opabinia can search, and yeah, next turn I can just go for game. Emperor can be dropped for some extra attack power, and I get lucky here with the avian effect, sending back a double Thunder Dragon, but I mean, look at this, drawing those Chaos Monsters. Again, Leviathan here is also one of those cards that, you know, might get hit on the next list. Either, well, semi-limited or limited, right? The card is so busted. But yeah, the fact that, you know, other support cards are so good as well. And that's, of course, another problem, but yeah, again, this new card, your Starliege, can definitely have a place in this particular deck. It's a very solid card, and again, like always, feel free to leave feedback about the build. Okay, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching, and feel free to leave a comment or like if you enjoyed the video. Lithium signing out. Peace.